On September 3, 2025, Beijing awoke to a rare, brilliant blue sky, a backdrop reserved for moments of national significance. The city seemed to hold its breath, anticipating the grand event that was about to unfold. Along the Avenue of Eternal Peace, crowds gathered in anticipation, their faces reflecting pride and awe. The air buzzed with excitement as people waved flags, their eyes fixed on the spectacle about to commence. This was no ordinary parade, it was a meticulously choreographed display of power, discipline, and unity. Every movement was calculated, every step synchronized to perfection, showcasing the might of a nation. Thousands of soldiers moved in perfect formation, a living symbol of the state's command. Their precision was a testament to rigorous training and unwavering dedication. The spectacle began with the thunder of J-20 Mighty Dragon stealth fighters streaking overhead, painting the sky with colored smoke. The roar of engines echoed the power and technological prowess of the nation. Below, tanks and armored vehicles rolled past in endless columns, each polished to perfection, crews standing at rigid attention. The ground trembled under the weight of the machinery, a reminder of the strength that lay within. The message was unmistakable. China is vast, organized, and ready. The scale of the parade was a visual declaration of the nation's readiness to face any challenge. Officially, the event marked the 80th anniversary of victory over Japan Day, but the real message was about the present and the future. It was a reminder of past triumphs and a promise of future achievements. For the Chinese people, it was a surge of national pride. For the world, a signal of China's technological and military ascent. The parade was a statement of intent, a glimpse into the future of global dynamics. Giant screens magnified every detail, from the soldiers' faces to the gleaming hardware. The technology brought the spectacle closer to the people, ensuring that no detail was missed. President Xi Jinping watched from the gate of heavenly peace, his presence anchoring the event and symbolizing unity. His gaze was steady, a figure of authority and leadership. The atmosphere was electric, a fusion of festival and military might. The air was filled with a sense of celebration and strength, a unique blend of joy and power. This was China unveiling its modern identity, strong, advanced, and determined to shape the 21st century. The parade was not just a display, but a declaration of intent, a vision of the future. As the parade shifted, the world's eyes turned to China's newest military technologies, a showcase that signaled a dramatic shift in the nation's approach to defense and power projection. Gone were the days of sheer numbers. Now, it was about quality and innovation. China's military is evolving, focusing on advanced systems that rival the world's best. Jet-powered reconnaissance drones resembling miniature stealth bombers soared above, designed for high-altitude, long-endurance missions. These drones can gather intelligence and strike targets with precision, all while remaining difficult to detect. Agile unmanned combat vehicles followed, armed and ready for coordinated, risk-free operations. These machines can be deployed into dangerous zones, reducing the risk to human soldiers and increasing operational flexibility. On the ground, unmanned underwater vehicles hinted at China's ambitions beneath the waves. Autonomous submarines capable of mapping, hunting, and mining strategic waters. These underwater assets could change the balance of power in contested regions. For a nation with interests in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait, undersea dominance is vital. Control of these waters means influence over crucial shipping lanes and regional security. The theme was clear: automation and intelligence. China is determined to lead in the next generation of warfare technology. China is investing in artificial intelligence to create a military that is smarter, faster, and more lethal. AI-driven systems can analyze vast amounts of data, predict enemy movements, and even control autonomous weapons. The focus is on integration. Drones, satellites, ships, and ground forces sharing real-time data for a complete battlefield picture. This interconnectedness allows for rapid response and seamless coordination. This informatized approach aims to outpace any adversary in decision-making and precision, giving China a potential edge in future conflicts. The parade was a physical manifestation of China's digital military ambition, blending tradition with cutting-edge technology in a powerful display. The future of warfare as China sees it is networked, autonomous, and relentless. An era where machines and humans work together to achieve dominance on every front. The parade's most scrutinized moment arrived with the Missile Corps. Hypersonic missiles like the updated DF-17 took center stage, capable of gliding at over 5 times the speed of sound, evading traditional defenses. A new, larger missile, dubbed DF-27, hinted at even greater range, possibly threatening targets as far as Guam. These weapons are designed to deter U.S. intervention, making any approach to China's coast perilous. Road-mobile intercontinental ballistic missiles such as the DF-41 underscored China's second strike nuclear capability. The variety and sophistication of missiles sent a clear message: China can operate at every level, from tactical to strategic. The world was put on notice. China's missile force is layered, modern, and ready to control any escalation. The focus was unmistakable: deterrence, especially over Taiwan. The balance of power in the Pacific is shifting. Unmanned aerial systems stole the show, signaling a new era of warfare. China unveiled swarms of small, tube-launched drones capable of overwhelming defenses and mapping enemy positions in real time. Loitering munitions or kamikaze drones demonstrated autonomous strike capability. A new mothership drone able to launch smaller drones mid-flight extended the reach and flexibility of these swarms. This layered approach creates complex problems for any adversary, challenging traditional air defenses. Drone swarms could threaten aircraft carriers or suppress air defenses, paving the way for manned strikes. The psychological impact of facing intelligent, self-coordinating machines is profound. By showcasing these systems, China signaled its intent to lead in autonomous warfare. The future battlefield, as envisioned here, is swarming, intelligent, and relentless. Beyond the visible spectacle, China hinted at its growing prowess in invisible domains: directed energy and cyber warfare. A mobile, high-energy laser weapon mounted on a rugged truck suggested new defenses against drones and missiles. Lasers offer instant engagement and near-unlimited shots, ideal for countering swarms. By displaying such systems, China showed it's preparing for both offense and defense in the drone age. The parade's flawless coordination and security were themselves a testament to advanced cyber and electronic warfare capabilities. The PLA invests heavily in disrupting enemy networks, communications, and satellites, paralyzing adversaries before a shot is fired. The goal: information dominance from the outset of any conflict. The hardware on display was just the surface. The real strength lies in integrating physical and digital warfare. China's strategy is holistic: control the visible and the invisible battlefield. This is the edge it seeks in future wars. The parade's guest list told its own story of a divided world, where alliances and rivalries were on full display for all to see. Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un sat near President Xi, signaling a bloc united against Western dominance and eager to showcase their solidarity. For Russia, the partnership with China is a vital lifeline amid tightening Western sanctions. For North Korea, it's a rare source of legitimacy and much-needed support on the world stage. Western leaders were conspicuously absent, sending only low-level diplomats, a clear protest against China's assertive policies and growing influence. Their absence highlighted the deepening rift between China and the West, a divide that seems to widen with every major global event. Leaders from Africa and Latin America, beneficiaries of Chinese investment and infrastructure projects, attended out of pragmatism, seeking opportunities for their nations. Meanwhile, Asian neighbors like Japan and South Korea sent only junior officials, reflecting their security concerns and the delicate balance they must maintain. The world is split. Some nations are drawn by China's economic power and promise of partnership, while others remain wary of its military ambitions and strategic intentions. The parade was more than a show of force. It was a vivid snapshot of a new global alignment, where old certainties are fading and new alliances are taking shape. Nations are now forced to choose sides, or at least hedge their bets, between two competing giants vying for influence and power. The stakes for the future have never been clearer, as the world stands at a crossroads, watching history unfold in real time. The parade was more than military theater. It was a declaration of China's superpower status. For the Chinese people, it was reassurance. The nation is strong, its sovereignty secure, and the Communist Party has delivered on its promises. For the world, it was a warning. Intervention in Taiwan or the South China Sea would be costly. The display of carrier-killing missiles and global reach signaled a new strategic calculus in the Pacific. China's ambitions now extend far beyond its borders, protecting interests from Africa to the Indian Ocean. The event also promoted China's governance model, order, discipline, and technological achievement as proof of its system's superiority. For some, it's an attractive alternative to Western democracy. The parade was a marketing campaign for the China model, strength without Western norms. It was power, politics, and ideology on parade. The parade's impact rippled worldwide, exposing deep geopolitical divides. In Washington, concern turned to action, calls for more defense spending and a tougher stance in Asia. NATO allies saw the event as proof that China's military rise is a global issue, not just a regional one. European leaders debated new investments in missile defense and space assets. In Asia, anxiety was immediate. Taiwan saw an existential threat, while Japan and the Philippines accelerated their own military upgrades. For China's partners, Russia, North Korea, Iran, the parade was a triumph, proof of a shifting global balance. Developing nations watched with ambivalence, wary of great power rivalry, but drawn to China's economic clout. The unipolar moment is over, a multipolar world is emerging. The parade confirmed it, the global order is changing. The question now is how the world will adapt. The 2025 parade was more than a show, it was a turning point. China's leap in military technology signaled its intent to lead, not follow. Hypersonic missiles and drone swarms were symbols of a nation rewriting the rules. The event may accelerate a global arms race, deepening mistrust and risk. The world is dividing, West versus China and its partners, raising the specter of a new Cold War. Taiwan remains the flashpoint, with China's growing capability narrowing the window for peace. The parade left one urgent question: is China's power for defense or dominance? The answer will shape the world for decades to come.